This colony has a massive problem. That problem is right there. You see these guys? See these nasty, evil barbarians? They're about to raid my colony. Any minute now, they're gonna raid my colony and kill my colonists. They're gonna raid my colony and build and just there they go. They're raiding my colony. Oh my gosh, there's some hundreds, tens of them. There are tens of these barbarians coming to kill my colonists. How evil and sad.
Who wants to fight?
Not me. I don't want to fight. And that's why today our major focus is going to be our military and building up our colony's strength so that this doesn't happen. Look at them. Look at them all. We already lost somebody. All right, well, we protected our colony from the barbarian raiders, but not without a few casualties, unfortunately. 3 casualties. Our colony is weak to attacks. The only person that can really stop it is me. And the only way I can stop it is if I catch it early. And to be honest, I'd like my colony to be able to, you know, at least have a fighting chance of surviving on their own, which currently they do not. So, in this big area over here today, we are going to be building like a military base, a big military base for our colony. But first, before we do that, that military base is going to require a lot of building that's going to take a long time. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to all of our builders' huts and we're going to upgrade them to level 5, max level builders' huts. That's right. And that's going to speed things up immensely. So we're going to upgrade this one. 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 And we've got 2 more in our little basement area down here that we have to do right here. We're going to upgrade this one and we're going to upgrade this one. Once we have our level 5 builders huts up, we're not going to have to worry about speed anymore. Everything's going to be way faster. We're going to need end stone for everybody. That's going to require us to go back to the end. I haven't been there in a hot minute. Here we are. And the dragon's here. But we're leaving. I don't want to mess with the dragon. I don't have any interest in fighting a dragon. Alright, I think we got what we needed. Let's go home. Now we can head back to the warehouse and provide our colony with all the purple blocks that they need, and the endstone bricks as well. Oh, and we're gonna need some acacia, so I've decided to come over here to our big old tree chopping machine and replace one of the lines of birch with acacia. So that should start producing us acacia, but I also need to add another one of these drawers over here so that we can collect the wood, but also the saplings. There we go. Now, slowly but surely, we should be gathering up acacia. But I think for the time being, we're going to fast track this a little bit. All right, there we go. Our colony is now set up with all the materials it needs to get these builders' huts up to level 5, which is big. That's so big. I can't wait to see it happen. All right, and there we go. A massive upgrade to our colony. Our new builders' huts all of our builders' huts are now at level 5, which is a big, it's a big deal. That's a big deal. And it's not just these 4 up here. It's actually the ones below as well. This one and this one is also at level 5, which is just fantastic. That's really, really great. Ooh, it's got so much storage now. Look at that. Wow, so fancy. I like the floor. I like this floor. I really like that floor. It's great. Now, before we get into our big military base, which is going to go over here, I actually want to look into a couple more builds that I've been planning on working on and haven't quite gotten around to yet. And it's this building and this building over here. The university, which takes a long time to complete, and the town hall, which also takes a while to complete because it's so big, but also it's kind of the linchpin of our colony, you know? Sort of the keystone to our colony, the centerpiece. That means it's important. It's important to make it look nice. And the university as well. The university at level 5, it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. I can't wait to see it. But with those two buildings now underway, we can get started on this area. Now, right off the bat, if I look at my colony's borders, I can see that we don't have a lot of space. Think right here, right next to the hospital. I'm going to have a guard tower, but first we gotta fix this little section of land here and make it a little bit nicer so that we can flow into the next build, right? Rightio, that is much nicer, much cleaner. Now let's get our guard tower down. I'm thinking because we're right next to our military section here, I might do 2 guard towers capping the end of this section here. All right, there's our 2 guard towers ready to get placed down. Now let's get these built up. Without these built, we won't be able to move into the rest of the military area. But what we can do is we can take a look at what our military area is going to look like. Let's check out the barracks. Holy heck, dude, look at this thing. It is a huge building. So it might end up going somewhere like that, but in order for us to actually build it, we got to get these guard towers up. We got to go help our colony figure this stuff out. We got to get our mechanics hut to make these framed shroom lights. We got to get our sawmill guy here to make some bookshelves. There we go. And I think that's it in terms of recipes I want the colony to actually work on, at least for now. Now, while we're waiting for these guard towers to go up, I actually have a couple more guard towers to place down. And they're going to go right here next to this residence and right here next to this residence. That is 2 more guard towers that's going to be going down in our colony. There we go. We got at least 1 guard tower down. So let's take a look here. Yeah, we've got a bit more space and maybe that's just enough. So we can put it over there. But I'd kind of like to see how it would look. More like right there. What we could do here is we could actually have 3 guard towers over here, and then this road could like turn and then come down. You know what? I think that'll work. Yeah, I think that's actually the right spot for that. Hopefully we can place it here. No, we can't. Oh, we can place it. Oh, nice. Oh, I just moved it a little bit forward and we were able to place it. Oh, that's convenient. Okay, good. Now we should probably get one of our builders that's nearby to work on this building. Probably Abdil. Building. And you know what? He's been supplied, but he's not very far into working on this guard tower. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cancel that build for him, and I'm going to get somebody else to build this one. And now Abdil should be, yeah, so now Abdil is set up to work on the new barracks tower, which is super exciting. What I think I'm going to do here is I'm going to get a hammer, and I'm going to help Abdil out with some of this build. All right, and there it is. Our first iteration of the barracks tower is complete. Look at that. It looks like a pretty mean looking building. I'm sure that those barbarians will be running scared now. We also upgraded these guard towers, these 2 right here, so that they're now in line with the ones right next to them. And we'll probably do that with these ones here as well. And speaking of guard towers, we have a 3rd one to put up. And it's going to go right there. Those 3 sort of pair up with our barracks tower, if that makes sense. Dominic here is building a guard tower inside of the barracks tower. And we actually have 2 of them. We've got one over here as well that's going to get put up. And I'm assuming 2 more once we upgrade this building, which we're going to do right now. All right, now I have another build I want to place down. unrelated to our military. It's one that I've been kind of neglecting for a little while because I've wanted it to kind of go on the outskirts of our colony. It's this, the Enchanter's Tower. And it is going to be going right here, right in the furthest corner of our colony. Kind of is supposed to pair up with this building over here and this building right here, which currently holds all of our portals. And then somewhere nearby this building, we have to build a graveyard. One of these. Because sometimes our colonists die, and we need to give them a place to go when that happens. All right, I've added another building right here, another residence building. One of these villas, actually. This building, like, it looks like it's gonna look like one of these, like this guy right here. And that actually creates the sort of shape here, the L turn that we're gonna have in the colony here. And that will lead to a building that I want to place right here, which is going to be the graveyard. And I think we're actually going to put down 2 of these graveyards because they do tend to fill up if you have a lot of people dying. And now that we have all these guard towers and the barracks tower, and you know, maybe we'll even add a couple more guard towers around, I think that our colony should be doing well enough on guards that we can allow them to they can defend themselves. All right, so I think we've provided our colonists with everything that they need for those 2 builds, as well as this one. It's coming up slowly but surely. Now there are some more military builds that we need to put down. I think the archery build is actually going to go right here, immediately next to our combat academy, and that's actually going to cap this road here. Oh, and unfortunately, it looks like we need to do some research at the university to get our archery. Let's go check that out. Let's see what we need to do here. Right here, unlocks archery. Requires barracks totaling at least 3 levels, which we do not have yet, but we will relatively shortly when this building is completed. So we've got another military build to put down, the Combat Academy, which unfortunately also requires research at the university. My gosh, that's so annoying. Okay. What? How the heck? Improve swords, unlocks Combat Academy. All right, so we need to get our barracks tower to level 3 before we can do any of these things. But we can at least do this. Coffee, guards need less sleep. But now we basically just have to wait for this building to go up. While our colonists are busy with those handful of tasks, I've got something to do. You see, a big chunk of this land here needs to be terraformed to make space for the archer, the training academy, and also we actually have a building here that we have never built. That's been here for a while. Our second farm that's supposed to go right here, and then 2 plantations which are supposed to go right next to it, and then potentially another line of farmland that'll go right here. None of that has been placed down yet, and that's mostly because we haven't done any of the terraforming. So I'm gonna go find a nice little spot to completely clear of all of its dirt. This looks good. I can make this field as uggo as I want. Okay, so I have 24,000 dirt, and I bet you think that that's a lot. I bet you think, what the heck is going on with this? There's supposed to be a flying thing. Yeah, there we go. I bet you think that that's a lot, and let me tell you, it's not. We're gonna be using basically all of that. Our barracks level 3 is done. Look at that. Awesome. Okay, now we can finally do that research. We need 12 blocks of iron. That's expensive. Combat, improved bows, and improved swords. We're gonna have to wait for that research to complete to actually add those 2 other builds. Oh, and by the way, I don't know if you noticed, but if you take a look at all of this land here that doesn't have grass on it, all of this, this is all terraformed. This was all hand terraformed, which is a lot. It's a heck of a lot of dirt. And I actually went and gathered up even more dirt. So I have 30,000 dirt in my inventory to complete this little job, because we're going to have to extend it. I basically want to extend it almost all the way out, basically like to here, and then just feather it off into the river down there. But I think that our colony is really going to end like basically where the wall is now, right here. Over here, we're going to have more farmland on this section. We're probably, I don't know what's going to happen with the rest of this area. I have no idea what's going to happen here, honestly. Maybe we'll have like a big park. Maybe, I don't know. Not sure what's going to happen in this spot, but for the time being, I think we've really gotten really, really far in this episode. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see ya in the next one. And let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of the colony so far. Do you like the layout? Do you think that I did a good job? Do you think I did a good job? Do you think that I should focus on something different maybe next time? Like maybe it's the small details, like this little area here, which is like completely unfinished. I still have to do these openings here on the sides. Or maybe the finishing the road, completing that, and capping it over on this side because it's going to stop, and we know where it's going to stop now. Maybe finding some sort of